Many of you may think of it as some external force, separate from your daily life. But I tell you now, manifestation is not separate from you, it is you. It is the very essence of your being, the creative power that shapes your entire reality. Imagine, if you will, that your current reality is like a garment you wear. It may feel comfortable, familiar, even inevitable. But I assure you it is no more permanent or real than the clothes on your back. You can change it just as easily as you change your attire. The secret lies in your imagination and your ability to feel the reality of your desire. Now you might be wondering, Neville, how can I manifest quickly? Isn't change a slow process? And therein lies the crux of our discussion today. The speed of manifestation is not determined by external factors, but by the intensity of your belief and the vividness of your imaginal acts. You see, the world you experience is not happening to you. It is happening from you. Every circumstance, every event, every interaction in your life is a reflection of your inner assumptions. These assumptions are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And just as a seed grows into a plant, your assumptions grow into your experienced reality. This is why many people find themselves stuck in patterns of lack, of struggle, of not enoughness. They have unknowingly been planting these seeds in their subconscious mind through years of repetitive thoughts and feelings of limitation. But here's the liberating truth. You have the power to choose what seeds you plant. You have the ability to consciously assume the state of your wish fulfilled, regardless of your current circumstances. This, my friends, is the key to fast manifestation. So how do we begin this process of rapid manifestation? The first step is to clearly define what you wish to manifest. Be specific. Don't simply say, I want more money. Instead, imagine in vivid detail what your life looks like with the exact amount of money you desire. How do you feel? What are you doing? How do you spend your time? The more specific and detailed your vision, the more clearly you communicate with your subconscious mind. Once you have this clear vision, the next step is to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This is crucial. You must feel the reality of your desire now, not in some distant future. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't understand time. It only understands the present moment. So if you constantly feel that your desire is something in the future, it will always remain in the future. Instead, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled now. How would you feel if your desire were already realized? Would you feel joyful, confident, free, grateful? Embody these feelings. Live from this state of being. This is not pretending or lying to yourself. This is assuming a new state of consciousness, which is the very essence of fast manifestation. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, how can I feel something that isn't yet true? This is where the power of your imagination comes into play. Your imagination is the bridge between your current reality and your desired state. It is through your imagination that you can step into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even before it manifests in the physical world. Your imagination is not a flight of fancy or a frivolous faculty. It is the very workshop wherein you fashion your future. When you imagine, you are experiencing reality at its most fundamental level. You are engaging with the pure potential of consciousness, shaping it with your attention and your assumption. To use your imagination effectively for fast manifestation, you must first quiet your conscious mind. The chattering of your daily thoughts, your worries, your doubts, these must be silenced. Enter a state of relaxation, a state akin to sleep, but in which you remain consciously aware. In this state, your subconscious mind becomes more receptive to impression. Once in this relaxed state, construct your scene. This scene should be one that implies the fulfillment of your desire. If your desire is for a successful career, you might imagine yourself in your ideal office or receiving congratulations from colleagues. If it's financial abundance you seek, imagine yourself looking at your bank statement with joy and gratitude. The scene itself should be short and simple. It's not about creating an elaborate story, but about capturing a moment that implies your desire is now a fact. This scene is your platform, the stage upon which you will enact the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Now step into this scene. Don't watch it as a spectator, but experience it from the first-person perspective. Be there in that moment. And as you experience it, let the feeling of fulfillment wash over you. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the satisfaction of having your desire realized. This is where many falter in their attempts at fast manifestation. They can see the scene clearly, but they fail to evoke the feeling. Remember, it is the feeling that gives life to your imaginal act. Without feeling, visualization is merely a mental exercise. With feeling, it becomes an act of creation. As you practice this, you may find that the feeling comes more easily with repetition. Each time you return to your scene, the feeling becomes more vivid, more real. This is good. You are strengthening the impression upon your subconscious mind. But here's a crucial point for fast manifestation. Once you have evoked the feeling, once you have impressed it upon your subconscious, you must carry it with you into your waking life. This is where many stumble. They do their visualization exercise. They feel it intensely in the moment. But then they return to their daily life and fall back into old patterns of thought and feeling. To manifest quickly, you must maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of contradictory evidence. This is where faith comes in. Not blind faith, but faith born of understanding that your outer world is a reflection of your inner state. When you truly grasp this, you will no longer be swayed by appearances. You will know that what you see around you is the effect, not the cause. The cause lies in your consciousness, in your feeling. And as you persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your outer world must reshape itself to match this inner conviction. Now let us address a common challenge in fast manifestation, the apparent contradictions of your senses. As you begin to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you may find that your current circumstances seem to contradict your assumption. Bills may still need to be paid. Problems may still arise. How do you maintain your feeling in the face of these seeming contradictions? This is where the art of ignoring comes into play. To ignore is not to deny the existence of something, but to refrain from giving it your attention and energy. When contradictory evidence appears, acknowledge it briefly. Then immediately return your attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Remember, what you see in your outer world is the result of past assumptions, past feelings. It is like an echo of what you once believed. Your task now is to give more attention, more importance, more reality to your new assumption than to these outdated circumstances. This practice requires mental discipline. It requires you to stand firm in your new assumption, even when your senses argue against it. But remember, your senses only show you what has been, not what can be. Your imagination, informed by your feeling, shows you what will be. As you persist in maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of contradictory evidence, you will begin to see changes in your outer world. These changes may start small, a fortunate coincidence, an unexpected opportunity, a shift in someone's behavior towards you. Do not dismiss these as mere chance. They are the first fruits of your new assumption taking root. For fast manifestation, it's crucial to recognize and appreciate these small changes. They are confirmations that your imaginal act is working, that your new assumption is reshaping your reality. Acknowledge them with gratitude, for gratitude accelerates the manifestation process. Now let us delve deeper into the nature of feeling in fast manifestation. When I speak of feeling, I am not referring merely to emotions, though emotions play a part. I am speaking of a deeper sense, a knowing and unshakable conviction. It is the difference between saying I want to be wealthy and knowing in the very core of your being, I am wealthy. This feeling conviction is not something you can fake or force. It arises naturally when you have successfully impressed your desire upon your subconscious mind. This is why the repeated use of your imagination is so crucial for fast manifestation. Each time you return to your imaginal scene, each time you step into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are deepening this impression. Think of it like wearing a groove in a record. The first time you play the record, the needle may skip and jump. But with repeated plays, the groove deepens and the music plays smoothly. Similarly, as you repeat your imaginal act, the feeling becomes more natural, more habitual. It becomes your dominant state. This is the state from which fast manifestation occurs. When you can maintain this feeling conviction throughout your day, when it becomes as natural as breathing, you have mastered the art of conscious creation. Your outer world has no choice but to conform to this inner state. But what of those moments when doubt creeps in? When fear arises, when the old patterns of thought and feeling try to reassert themselves? These moments are inevitable, especially in the beginning of your practice. Do not be discouraged by them. Instead, see them as opportunities to strengthen your new assumption. When doubt arises, do not fight it. Fighting against a thought only gives it more power. Instead, gently but firmly return to your feeling of wish fulfilled. Remind yourself that what you see around you is the past. Your new assumption, your new feeling is creating your future. This brings us to another crucial aspect of fast manifestation, the concept of living in the end. Living in the end means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled in your day-to-day life. It's not enough to visualize for a few minutes each day and then return to your old patterns of thought and feeling. You must carry the feeling of your wish fulfilled with you throughout yourself. This doesn't mean you deny your current circumstances. Rather, you acknowledge them briefly, then immediately return to the feeling of your desire fulfilled. You live from the assumption that what you desire is already yours. For example, if your desire is for financial abundance, you would feel the security, freedom, and joy of wealth as you go about your day. When you make purchases, you would feel the ease and confidence of someone who has more than enough. When you interact with others, you would carry yourself with the assurance of a wealthy person. Living in the end requires a shift in your entire way of being. It's not about pretending or play acting. It's about genuinely assuming a new state of consciousness. When you do this effectively, you'll find that your actions naturally align with your assumed state, accelerating the manifestation process. Now let us address the role of action in fast manifestation. Some people mistakenly believe that manifesting means they can simply imagine their desires and then sit back and wait for them to magically appear. This is not the case. Fast manifestation does not negate action. It informs action. When you successfully impress your desire upon your subconscious mind, when you truly feel your wish fulfilled, you will be inspired to take actions that align with this state. These actions will feel natural, even inevitable. They will not be driven by fear or lack, but will flow from your assumed state of fulfillment. This is a crucial distinction. When you take action from a place of lack, trying to get what you desire, you are actually affirming the assumption of not having it. But when you take action from the assumption of already having your desire fulfilled, you open yourself to infinite possibilities for its expression and expansion. So do not neglect action, but ensure that your actions are aligned with and flowing from your assumed state. Let your feeling guide your actions rather than hoping your actions will create the feeling. This alignment of inner state and outer action is key to fast manifestation. Now let us explore the concept of detachment in relation to fast manifestation. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about your desire. Rather, it means you're not anxiously attached to seeing immediate results or figuring out how your desire will manifest. When you're detached, You can imagine and feel your desire fulfilled without constantly looking for signs of its manifestation. You trust in the process, knowing that as you maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, it must inevitably express itself in your outer world. Detachment allows you to live in the present moment while holding your assumed state. It frees you from the anxiety and doubt that can slow down the manifestation process. It allows you to enjoy the journey of manifestation rather than being solely focused on the destination. Practice detachment by reminding yourself that your imaginal act imbued with feeling is the reality. What you see in the outer world is just a shadow, a reflection of past assumptions. As you persist in your new assumption, this shadow must change to match the new reality you're imagining and feeling. Let us now address the importance of gratitude in fast manifestation. Gratitude is not just a pleasant emotion, it is a powerful creative force. When you feel genuinely grateful, you are affirming that you already have what you desire. This aligns perfectly with the principle of living in the end. Begin to cultivate an attitude of gratitude for your desire, even before you see it manifested in your physical reality. Be thankful for it, as if it were already yours. Feel appreciation for the abundance that surrounds you in all forms, the air you breathe, the sun that shines, the food you eat. As you practice gratitude, you are assuming the state of someone who has their desire fulfilled. This assumption, persistently held, must manifest in your outer world as the realization of your desire. Now let us explore the power of revision in fast manifestation. Revision is not merely about changing your memories or rewriting your past. It is about recognizing that the past only exists in your mind, and therefore it can be changed in your mind. At the end of each day, take a few moments to review the events of your day. If there were any events that were not to your liking, revise them in your imagination. See them unfolding in a way that aligns with your desired state. Feel the satisfaction, the joy, the fulfillment of this revised version of events. By doing this, you are not denying what physically happened. You are changing the impact of that event on your subconscious mind. You are impressing upon your subconscious a reality that aligns with your desires rather than one that contradicts them. As you make this practice of revision a habit, you will find that your reactions to current events begin to change. You'll become less reactive, more peaceful, more aligned with your desired states of being. This alignment accelerates the manifestation process. Let us now discuss the importance of persistence in fast manifestation. While we speak of fast manifestation, it's important to understand that the speed of manifestation is relative. Some desires may manifest almost instantly, while others may take more time. The key is to persist in your assumption, regardless of how long it seems to be taking. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. If you waver in your assumption, if you lose faith in the process, you send mixed signals to your subconscious mind, which can slow down the manifestation process. Persistence doesn't mean forcing or struggling. It means consistently returning to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even when the outer world seems to contradict it. It means choosing again and again to live from the end, to embody the state of having your desire realized. This persistence requires faith, not blind faith, but faith born of understanding. Understanding that your outer world is a reflection of your inner state, and that as you persist in your new assumption, your world must reshape itself to match it. Now let us address the role of self-concept in fast manifestation. Your self-concept, the beliefs you hold about who you are, is perhaps the most powerful factor in determining what you can manifest in your life. Many people struggle to manifest their desires quickly because their self-concept contradicts what they're trying to achieve. They may visualize wealth, but deep down, they don't believe they're the kind of person who can be wealthy. They may imagine a loving relationship, but fundamentally believe they're unworthy of love. To manifest quickly, you must be willing to revise your self-concept. This involves imagining and feeling yourself as the person who already has what you desire. It's not about creating a false image of yourself, but about recognizing and embracing your true, limitless nature. Remember, at your core, you are pure consciousness. You are not defined by your past experiences, your current circumstances, or the opinions of others. You are the awareness in which all these things appear. And this awareness, your true self, is infinite in its potential. As you use your imagination to assume your desired states, you are essentially recreating yourself. You are stepping into a new concept of self, a new understanding of who you are and what's possible for you. This revision of self-concept is crucial for fast manifestation. As you align your self-concept with your desires, you remove the inner contradictions that can slow down the manifestation process. Now, let us explore the role of emotion in fast manifestation. Emotion is the fuel that powers your imaginal acts. It's not enough to merely visualize or think about your desires. You must feel them. When you combine vivid imagination with genuine emotion, you create a powerful impression on your subconscious mind. This is because your subconscious responds more strongly to feeling than to intellectual thought. W. Continue and finish in 7 paragraphs. The emotions you want to cultivate are those you would feel if your desire were already realized. If your desire is for wealth, feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with financial abundance. If it's a loving relationship you seek, feel the love, the connection, the companionship. These emotions should be so real, so intense, that when you open your eyes and return to your present circumstances, you carry with you a sense of fulfillment, as if your desire has already been realized. This emotional component is what distinguishes effective fast manifestation from mere daydreaming or wishful thinking. When you can genuinely feel your desire as an accomplished fact, you are impressing it upon your subconscious mind as a reality. Your subconscious then works tirelessly to bring this feeling into physical manifestation. Another crucial aspect of fast manifestation is the practice of letting go. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, if you want something badly, shouldn't you focus on it constantly? But the truth is, obsessing over your desire can actually slow down the manifestation process. It implies a state of wanting, of not having, which contradicts the assumption that your wish is fulfilled. Letting go means trusting in the process. It means doing your imaginal work, feeling the reality of your desire, and then releasing it, knowing that the seed has been planted and will grow in its own time. This state of peaceful expectancy, free from anxiety or doubt, creates the perfect conditions for rapid manifestation. As we near the conclusion of our exploration of fast manifestation, remember this: the power to transform your reality lies within you. It resides in your ability to imagine vividly, to feel deeply, and to persist faithfully in the assumption of your wish fulfilled. The speed of manifestation is not determined by external factors, but by the intensity of your belief and the consistency of your imaginal acts. Go forth from here with this knowledge. Apply these principles in your daily life. Use your imagination consciously and deliberately to create scenes that imply the fulfillment of your desires. Feel the reality of your wish fulfilled with every fiber of your being. Persist in this feeling even when your senses deny it. For as you do, you are reshaping your entire world, manifesting your desires with a speed and precision you may have thought impossible. Remember, you are the operant power in your world. You are limited only by your ability to imagine and to feel the reality of your wishes fulfilled. Embrace this truth, live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms around you, reflecting the newfound mastery of your creative consciousness. I want you to listen carefully, for the words I speak are not my own, but rather the echoes of an eternal truth that has been whispered throughout the ages. This truth, my dear friends, is that your imagination is the very gateway to the reality you experience. It is the God-given power within you, the creative force that shapes your world. When I say believe you can, and you are halfway there, I am not speaking of a mere mental exercise or a fleeting moment of positive thinking. No, I am referring to a state of consciousness, a profound inner knowing that transcends all doubt and limitation. This belief, this unwavering faith in your desired outcome, is the very substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen in the physical realm. Consider for a moment the implications of this statement. If belief alone can propel you halfway towards your goal, then it stands to reason that the remaining distance is but a matter of allowing that belief to fully manifest in your experience. This is the essence of what I have long taught, that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner assumptions and beliefs. Let us delve deeper into this concept. When you truly believe you can achieve something, you have already created it in the realm of imagination. And make no mistake, the imagination is not some fanciful playground of idle thoughts. It is the very workshop of creation. It is in this inner world that all things find their origin before they are made manifest in the physical realm. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I have believed in things before, and they did not come to pass. To this I say, examine the nature of your belief. Was it a fleeting hope, a mere wish tossed into the universe, like a penny into a wishing well? Or was it an unshakable knowing, a conviction so strong that you lived from the joy, experiencing the joy and satisfaction of your desire fulfilled even before its physical manifestation? You see, my dear friends, the power of belief lies not in its density, but in its consistency and the feeling it evokes within you. When you truly believe you can accomplish something, you begin to embody the state of the wish fulfillment. You walk, talk, and breathe as though your desire has already been realized. This is not pretense or self-deception. It is the highest form of faith, the kind that moves mountains and parts seas. Let me illustrate this with a simple example. Imagine you desire a new job, one that fills you with purpose and provides outlets. The conventional approach would be to search for openings, send out applications, and hope for the best. But this is not the way of the awakened imagination. Instead, I urge you to assume the feeling of already having this ideal job. As you lay in your bed at night, feel the satisfaction of a day well spent in your new position. Experience the joy of making a difference through your work. Feel the gratitude for the abundant compensation you receive. Live in this state night after night until it becomes your dominant feeling, your new reality. What you are doing in this exercise is far more powerful than any action you could take in the outer world. You are impressing upon your subconscious mind, the faithful servant that brings your assumptions to life, that the reality of your wish fulfilled, and your subconscious being intimately connected with the infinite intelligence that governs the universe will set in motion a series of events to bring about the physical manifestation of your imaginal act. This, my friends, is the true meaning of believe you can, and you are halfway there. Your belief, when it reaches the level of absolute conviction, creates a bridge between your present circumstances and your desired state. It sets the stage for the miracle of manifestation to occur. But let me be clear, this is not about forcing changes in the outer world through sheer willpower. It is about changing your concept of self, your inner conversation, and your dominant feeling state. When you do this, the outer world has no choice but to conform to your new self-concept, for the outer is always a reflection of the inner. Now, some of you may be wondering, but what about action? Surely we must do something to achieve our goals. And to this I say, inspired action will naturally flow from your changed state of consciousness. When you truly believe in the reality of desire, you will find yourself moved to take steps that align with that reality. These actions will not feel like hard work or struggle, but rather like an effortless unfolding of events leading you to your desired end. Remember, the outer world is plastic and receptive to your inner assumptions. It is constantly being shaped and reshaped by the contents of your consciousness. Therefore, the most important work you can do is not in the outer world, but in the inner world of your imagination and beliefs. Let us pause for a moment and reflect on this profound truth. Close your eyes, if you will, and contemplate the goal that burns brightest in your heart. Perhaps it's a loving relationship, financial abundance, perfect health, or a fulfilling career. Whatever it may be, I want you to imagine, just for a moment, that you have already achieved this goal. Feel the emotions that would accompany this achievement. Experience the joy, the satisfaction, the peace that comes with the realization of your desire. As you sit there, embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, know that you are engaging in the highest form of creative prayer. You are declaring to the universe, this is who I am. This is my reality. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom and perfect law, must respond to this declaration. Now open your eyes and carry this feeling with you. Let it infuse your thoughts, your words, and your actions. For in doing so, you are living from the end. And this is the secret to bringing your desires into manifestation. But I caution you, do not be discouraged if you do not see immediate results in the outer world. Remember, you are dealing with the invisible realm of causes, not the visible world of effects. Your task is to remain faithful to your imaginal act, to persist in the assumption that what you desire is already yours. This persistence, this unwavering faith in the face of contrary evidence, is what separates those who master the art of conscious creation from those who remain at the mercy of circumstance. It is easy to believe when all outer conditions support your belief. But it is in those moments when your senses deny your assumption that your faith is truly tested and strengthened. In the Bible, we find a perfect illustration of this principle in the story of Joshua and the walls of Jericho. For 6 days, Joshua and his army marched around the fortified city, blowing their trumpets, but seeing no change in the impenetrable walls. It would have been easy to doubt, to question the sanity of their actions. But they persisted in their faith. And on the 7th day, the walls came tumbling down. This, my dear friends, is the power of persistent assumption. The walls in your life, whether they be financial limitations, health challenges, or relationship obstacles, are no more real or permanent than the walls of Jericho. They are simply projections of your past assumptions and beliefs. And just as Joshua's persistent faith brought down physical walls, your unwavering belief in your desired state will cause the walls in your life to crumble and fall. But remember, it is not the physical act of marching or blowing trumpets that brings down the walls. It is the inner conviction, the absolute faith that the walls must fall because God has decreed it so. And who is this God that decrees such things? It is his own wonderful human imagination, the divine spark within you, that has the power to shape reality itself. Now let us address a common misconception. Many believe that to achieve their goals, they must wrestle with current circumstances, fight against what is, and struggle mightily to effect change. But I tell you, this approach is not only exhausting, but also counterproductive. For in fighting against your current reality, you are giving power, acknowledging its permanence, and thus perpetuating its existence. Instead, I urge you to adopt a different approach. Rather than fighting against what is, simply assume that what you desire to be is already a fact. Live from that assumption and watch as your outer world begins to shift and change to match your inner conviction. This, my friends, is the true meaning of the phrase, the battle is not yours, but God's. The battle is not fought in the outer world of effects, but in the inner world of causes. Your task is not to make things happen, but to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and allow the infinite intelligence within you to bring about its manifestation in ways that you may not even be able to imagine. Let me share with you a personal experience that illustrates this principle. Many years ago, I found myself in dire financial straits. Bills were piling up and opportunities seemed scarce. The temptation to worry and struggle was great. But instead of succumbing to anxiety and frantic action, I chose to apply the principle I am sharing with you today. Each night as I lay in my bed, I assumed the feeling of financial abundance. I felt the joy of paying my bills with ease. I experienced the satisfaction of helping others from my overflow. I lived in my imagination as a man of wealth and generosity. I persisted in this assumption, night after night, regardless of the seeming lack in my outer world. And then, my friends, the miracle unfolded. Within a matter of weeks, opportunities began to present themselves. A forgotten debt was repaid. An unexpected speaking engagement came my way. My financial situation transformed so rapidly and dramatically that those around me were astounded. But I knew the source of this transformation. It was not luck or chance, but the natural result of my changed consciousness. This experience taught me a valuable lesson that our outer world is nothing more than a shadow, a reflection of our inner assumptions. Change the assumption, and the shadow must change. This is the law as exact and unfailing as any law in physics. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, surely it can't be that simple. There must be more to it than just believing. And to this I say, yes, it is that simple. And no, there is nothing more to it. But simple does not mean easy. The challenge lies not in the complexity of the process, but in your ability to persist in your assumption in the face of contradictory evidence. You see, when you first begin to apply this principle, your senses will rebel. They will shout at you, presenting evidence that seems to contradict your new assumption. This is the moment when many falter, when they abandon their imaginal act and return to their old patterns of thought and belief. But I urge you, my dear friends, to stand firm in these moments. Remember that your senses can only show you the effects of past beliefs and assumptions. They cannot peer into the invisible realm of causes where your new assumption is taking root and beginning to grow. Think of it like planting a seed in the ground. Once you've planted the seed, you don't dig it up every day to check on its progress. You trust in the invisible processes of nature to nurture that seed and bring it to fruition. In the same way, once you've planted the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your imagination, trust in the invisible processes of creation to bring it to manifestation. This trust, this unwavering faith, is what Jesus referred to when he said, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Notice the tense used here, believe that you have received it, not that you will receive it. This is the secret of living from the end, of experiencing the reality of your desire in your imagination before it manifests in the physical world. Now let's delve deeper into the practical application of this principle. How do you cultivate this level of belief, this unwavering faith in your desired outcome? The key lies in your ability to create and sustain a particular feeling state. You see, my friends, your subconscious mind does not understand words in the way your conscious mind does. It responds to feelings, to emotions, to the sensory vividness of your imaginal acts. Therefore, to impress your desire upon your subconscious, you must feel the reality of it with all the intensity you can muster. Let's say, for example, that you desire a loving, harmonious relationship. It's not enough to simply repeat affirmations or visualize scenes of togetherness. You must feel the love, the warmth, the deep connection as though it were already a reality in your life. As you lie in your bed at night, feel the presence of your beloved beside you. Experience the comfort of their embrace, the sound of their loving words, the joy of shared laughter. Make this imaginal act so real, so vivid, that when you open your eyes, you're almost surprised to find yourself alone. This is the level of sensory vividness, of emotional intensity, that impresses your desire upon your subconscious mind and sets the wheels of manifestation in motion. But remember, this is not a one-time exercise. You must return to this state night after night, regardless of what your outer circumstances may be showing you. For it is your persistence, your ability to maintain your assumption in the face of contrary evidence that demonstrates your faith and brings your desire into manifestation. Now, some of you may be wondering, but what if I can't sustain this feeling? What if doubts creep in? My dear friends, doubts are natural. They are the protest of your senses the habits of your old consciousness asserting themselves. Do not fight these doubts, for in fighting them, you give them power. Instead, gently but firmly return to your samba. Redirect your attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Think of it like training a puppy. When the puppy wanders off, you don't scold it or become frustrated. You simply gently bring it back to where you want it to be. In the same way, when your mind wanders into doubt or negative thinking, gently but firmly bring it back to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This practice, this constant returning to the state of your wish fulfilled, is what is meant a biblical injunction to pray without ceasing. It doesn't mean to constantly repeat words or petitions, but to maintain a state of consciousness, a feeling state that aligns with your desire. As you practice this, you will find that it becomes easier and more natural. What once required effort will become your default state. You will begin to live from the assumption of your wish fulfilled, and as you do, you will witness the miraculous unfolding of events in your outer world to match your inner conviction. But I caution you, do not become attached to the way in which your desire manifests. Your role is to assume the state of the wish fulfilled. It is not to dictate the means by which it comes about. The infinite intelligence that responds to your assumption knows far better than your conscious mind how to bring your desire into manifestation. Trust in this intelligence. Allow it to work on your behalf. Your job is simply to maintain your assumption, to live from the end, and to be open and receptive to the opportunities and circumstances that will inevitably arise to bridge the gap between your current reality and your desired state. Now let's address another important aspect of this principle. When I say believe you can and you are halfway there, I'm not suggesting that you should believe in your ability to make something happen. Rather, I'm urging you to believe in the present reality of your desire. You see, there's a subtle but crucial difference here. When you believe in your ability to achieve something, you are still placing your desire in the future, still seeing it as something to be attained. But when you believe in the present reality of your desire, you are acknowledging it as an already existing fact, simply awaiting your recognition and acceptance. This shift in perspective is powerful. It moves you from a state of wanting or needing to a state of having and being. And it is from this state of having and being that true creation occurs. Consider the biblical story of creation. God did not say, "Let there be light, and I hope it will come to pass." No, the declaration was clear and absolute: "Let there be light," and light was. This is the model of creation we are called to emulate. We are to declare the reality of our desire with the same absolute certainty, the same unwavering conviction. When you do this, when you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled with complete faith, you are exercising your divine creative power. You are aligning yourself with the very force that created the universe. And that same force will move heaven and earth to bring your assumption into physical manifestation. But remember, my dear friends, with great power comes great responsibility. As you begin to grasp the magnitude of this creative principle, you must also cultivate wisdom and discernment in its use. For just as you can create experiences of joy, abundance, and fulfillment, you can also, through misuse of this power, create experiences of lack, limitation, and suffering. Therefore, I urge you to be mindful of your thoughts, your inner conversations, and most importantly, your habitual feeling states. For these are the seeds from which your future experiences will grow. Plant wisely. Tend to your mental garden with care, and you will reap a harvest beyond your wildest dreams. Now let us return to our central theme, believe you can and you are halfway there. As we've explored, this belief is not a mere intellectual assent to a possibility. It is a profound, unshakable knowing, a state of consciousness that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. When you truly believe, when you live from the assumption of yours fulfilled, you set in motion forces beyond your comprehension. You activate a law as certain as gravity, a principle as reliable as the rising and setting of the sun. This law, this principle is that consciousness is the only reality. And what you assume as truly your consciousness must inevitably express itself in your outer world. But here's a crucial point that many miss. The power lies not in the belief itself, but in the feeling that the belief engenders. Your subconscious mind, the faithful servant that brings your assumptions to life, responds not to words or mental images alone, but being associated with those words and images. This is why it's so important to make your imaginal acts as vivid and emotionally charged as possible. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, feel the joy, the gratitude, the sense of accomplishment that would accompany its realization. Let these feelings permeate your entire being, for it is these feelings that impress your desire upon your subconscious and set the wheels of manifestation in motion. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I've tried this before, and it didn't work. To this, I say, examine the nature of your attempt. Did you truly live from the end, consistently maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled? Or did you merely engage in periodic visualization or affirmation, all the while holding on to your old beliefs and assumptions? You see, my friends, this principle is not a technique to be applied sporadically. It is a way of life, a fundamental shift in how you relate to reality itself. It requires persistence, patience, and above all, faith. Not blind faith in some external power, but faith in the creative power of your own consciousness. Let me share with you another personal experience that illustrates this point. Many years ago, I found myself in New York, broke and unemployed, longing to return to my home in Barbados. But I had no money for passage, and my family, struggling themselves, could not help me. Instead of succumbing to despair, I applied the principle we're discussing today. Each night as I lay in my bed, I assumed the feeling of being in Barbados. I felt the tropical breeze on my skin, heard the familiar sounds of my homeland, experienced the joy of reuniting with my family. I lived in my imagination as though I were already there. I persisted in this assumption night after night, regardless of my outer circumstances. And then, my friend, the miracle unfolded. Within a matter of weeks, I received a letter from my brother containing the exact amount of money I needed for my passage home. The circumstances that led to this were so unlikely, so unexpected, that to the outside observer, it would have seemed like pure chance or coincidence. But I knew better. I knew that this was the natural, inevitable result of my changed consciousness. By assuming the feeling of my wish fulfilled, I had set in motion a series of events that led to its physical manifestation. This experience taught me a valuable lesson that our outer world is infinitely more malleable, more responsive to our inner state than we have been led to believe. It showed me that when we change our concept of self, when we assume a new state of consciousness, the entire universe conspires to reflect back to us that new self-concept. Now, I want to address a question that often arises when I share these teachings. Many ask, but what about other people? Surely we can't control their actions or decisions. And to this I say, you are not seeking to control others. You are aligning yourself with a state of consciousness in which your desire is already fulfilled. And in doing so, you will find that people and circumstances naturally arrange themselves to match your assumption. You see, other people in your life are not separate from you in the way you might think. In a very real sense, they are playing roles in the drama of your consciousness. As you shift your consciousness, as you assume a new state of being, you will find that others naturally respond in ways that support your new assumption. This is not manipulation or control. It is simply the outworking of a universal law, that your outer world must conform to your inner assumptions. As you change your concept of self, as you live from the state of your wish fulfilled, you will find that the entire world reshapes itself to match your new self-concept. But remember, this principle is not about imposing your will on others or the world around you. It's about aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, about allowing your desires to manifest in harmony with the highest good of all concerned. When you operate from this level of consciousness, you'll find that your manifestations unfold in ways that are often far more wonderful than you could have imagined or planned. Now let us delve even deeper into the practical application of this principle. How do you maintain your assumption, your belief, in the face of contrary evidence? How do you persist when your senses scream that what you're assuming isn't true? The key, my dear friends, lies in understanding the nature of time. You see, time as we experience it in the physical world is an illusion. In the realm of consciousness, in the world of imagination, all possibilities exist simultaneously. The state you desire to experience is not something in the future. It exists now in this eternal present moment. Your task is simply to shift your consciousness to align with that state. Think of it like tuning a radio. All stations are broadcasting simultaneously, but you can only hear the one to which your radio is tuned. In the same way, all possible states of being are available to you right now. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of desire. But here's the crucial point: you must stay tuned to that frequency. You must persist in your assumption, regardless of what your senses or your current circumstances are telling you. This persistence, this unwavering faith is what bridges the gap between your current reality and your desired state. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, this sounds like self-deception. Aren't we just fooling ourselves? To this I say, what you call self-deception is actually the highest form of truth. For in assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are isling yourself a reality that already exists in the realm of infinite possibilities. Remember, your current reality is nothing more than the outpicturing of your past assumptions and beliefs. It has no more permanence or reality than the state you desire to experience. The only difference is that you have in your giving the power of your belief far beyond upon infinity. But the moment you shift your belief, the moment you begin to live from the assumption of your wish fulfilled, you set in motion a new sequence of events. You activate a new pattern of manifestation. And if you persist in this new assumption, it must inevitably express itself in your outer world. This, my friends, is the true meaning of faith. It is not blind belief in something unseen. It is the evidence of things not seen, the substance of things hoped for. When you have true faith, when you live from the state of your wish fulfilled, you are not hoping for something to happen in the future. You are acknowledging a reality that already exists and allowing it to express itself in your experience. Now let me address another common concern. Many ask, what if my desire does manifest immediately? What if I don't see results right away? To this I say, patience, my dear friends. Remember, you are dealing with the invisible realm of causes, not the visible world of effects. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't dig it up every day to check on its progress. He trusts in the invisible processes of nature to nurture that seed and bring it to fruition. In the same way, once you've planted the seed of your desire in the fire of soil imagination, trust in the invisible processes of creation to bring it to manifestation. Your outer world may not change overnight, but I assure you, the moment you assume a new state of consciousness, things begin to shift. Opportunities arise, circumstances align, people enter your life, all in service of bringing your assumption into physical reality. Your task is simply to persist in your assumption, to maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, regardless of appearances, for it is your persistence that demonstrates your faith, and it is your faith that moves mountains. Let me share with you one final thought on this subject. The phrase, believe you can and you are halfway there, implies a journey, a process of becoming. But I want you to understand that in the realm of imagination, in the world of consciousness, there is no journey. There is only being. When you truly believe, when you fully assume the state of your wish fulfilled, you are not halfway there. You are already there. The outer manifestation of your desire is simply the shadow catching up to the substance of your belief. This understanding liberates you from anxiety, from the constant striving and struggling that characterizes so much of human existence. It allows you to rest in the assurance that what you desire is already yours. already a fact in the realm of consciousness, simply awaiting your recognition and acceptance. So, my dear friends, as we conclude this discourse, I urge you to take these words to heart. Understand that you are not a helpless victim of circumstances, but a powerful creator, shaping your reality through the power of your assumptions and beliefs. Believe you can, yes, but more than that, believe you are. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Live from that assumption. Persist in that state of consciousness, regardless of appearances. And watch as the miracle of manifestation unfolds in your life. Remember, the world is yourself pushed out. What you see and experience is nothing more than the reflection of your own consciousness. Change your consciousness and you change your world. Go forth now armed with this knowledge, this understanding of your true creative power. Apply these principles in your life. Test them, prove them to yourself. For in doing so, you will discover the truth of who you really are. A divine being created in the image and likeness of God, with the power to shape your reality according to your highest ideals, like deepest desires. Believe you can, and you are not just halfway there, you are already there, in the realm of pure potential, pure creativity. Your task now is simply to allow that inner reality to express itself in your outer world. Go in peace, go with power, go with the absolute assurance that what you desire is already yours. For in truth, it always has been. You need only to awaken to this reality and claim your divine inheritance. Thank you. And may your life be a living testimony to the creative power that resides within you. The universe is not outside of you. What you see out there, what you experience in your world is nothing more than the outpicturing of your own consciousness. Everything that exists in your world was first born in your imagination. Now let me share a story from my own experience. Several years ago, when I was living in New York, I found myself in what the world would call a difficult situation. Bills were mounting, opportunities seemed scarce, and the external world appeared hostile. But I knew then, as I know now, that what I was experiencing was simply the harvest of my previous mental activity. You see, my dear friends, the secret lies not in fighting against these circumstances, but in completely relaxing into the awareness of who you really are. And who are you? You are God Himself, individualized. You are the operant power of the universe, expressing itself as you. Let us dive deeper into this magnificent truth. When I speak of relaxation, I am not merely talking about physical relaxation, though that is important. I am speaking of a profound mental and spiritual relaxation, a complete surrender to your divine nature. The first principle you must understand is this. Your consciousness, your I am-ness is God. When you say I am, you are proclaiming the name of God. This is not a metaphor, my dear friends. This is the absolute truth of your being. Now, how does one truly relax and trust the universe? It begins with understanding that what you seek is already yours in the invisible realm of imagination. Whatever you desire, be it wealth, love, health, or success, already exists in what I call the fourth dimension, the dimension of imagination. Let me share with you a technique I have used countless times. I call it the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Before you go to sleep at night, assume the feeling that would be yours if your desire were already realized. Feel the naturalness of having what you want. Feel the relief, the satisfaction, the joy that would be yours. For instance, if you desire financial abundance, do not focus on the lack of money in your current experience. Instead, feel the feeling of financial security. Feel how you would feel if your bank account were overflowing. Feel the satisfaction of paying your bills with ease. Feel the joy of helping others with your abundance. The secret, my dear friends, is to persist in this feeling until it becomes your predominant state. Remember, your outer world must conform to your inner assumptions. This is law. Let me tell you about a lady who attended one of my lectures in Los Angeles. She was struggling with chronic anxiety about her future. She constantly worried about everything that could go wrong. I told her, my dear, you are creating your future with these very worries. Instead, why not imagine lovingly? Why not assume that all is well? I instructed her to spend her evenings just before sleep, feeling the peace and security she desired. I told her to feel it so naturally that it would be impossible to believe otherwise. Within weeks, her entire world transformed. Her anxiety dissolved, opportunities appeared seemingly out of nowhere, and life began to flow effortlessly. You see, when you truly relax and trust, you are acknowledging your own divinity. You are recognizing that the power that created the universe is not separate from you, it is you. Now let me share with you the deeper aspects of trust. Trust is not about believing in an external power. True trust is the absolute conviction that your imagination creates reality. When you imagine something, you are literally creating it on a spiritual level. Your only task then is to remain faithful to your imaginal act. Consider this every morning when you wake up. You trust that the sun will rise. You don't worry about it. You don't try to make it happen. You simply know it will. This is the kind of trust I'm talking about. An absolute knowing that what you have imagined must materialize in your physical world. Let me give you a spiritual exercise that I have found immensely powerful. I call it the Sabbath. Choose a time each day when you can be completely alone and undisturbed. Close your eyes and mentally declare, "Be still and know that I am God." Feel the truth of these words. Feel the power and presence of your own wonderful human imagination. Then, bring to mind your desire, whatever it may be. But here's the crucial part. Don't think of it as something to be achieved in the future. Instead, feel that you already have it. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the completion. Then, rest in this feeling. This is what it means to enter the Sabbath, to rest in the consciousness of your wish fulfilled. Remember, my dear friends, the universe, which is your own wonderful human imagination, operates by law. Just as a seed planted in fertile soil must grow, so must your imaginal acts bear fruit in your physical world. But you must give your seed time to grow. This is where trust becomes essential. After you have planted your seed, after you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you must trust the law. Don't dig up your seed to see if it's growing. Trust that the law is working, even when you can't see the evidence with your physical eyes. Let me share another personal experience. Years ago, I desired to become a successful lecturer, sharing these truths with others. Instead of struggling and striving, I would lie in my bed at night and imagine hearing the applause of an audience. I would feel the joy of sharing these principles. I would feel the gratitude of those who understood and applied these truths. I did this night after night, feeling it to be real, feeling it to be natural. I didn't question how it would happen. I didn't worry about the steps needed to make it happen. I simply lived in the end, enjoying the feeling of it being done. And here I stand before you tonight, living proof that the law works. The secret was in completely relaxing into the consciousness of the wish fulfilled and trusting that the law must operate according to my assumption. Now let me address something that many struggle with, the appearance of circumstances that seem to contradict your desire. Remember this, what you see in the outer world is only the shadow of past thoughts and assumptions. It has no power to prevent your new assumption from materializing. When doubts arise, and they will, simply return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Don't fight the doubts. Don't struggle against them. Simply turn your attention back to the feeling of having what you desire. This is what it means to trust. Think of it this way: when you go to the theater to watch a play, you see various scenes unfold on the stage. Some may be tragic, some may be comic. But you remain relaxed in your seat because you know it's just a play. In the same way, learn to watch the scenes of your life unfold with the same detachment, knowing that your imagination is the author and finisher of your story. The key to relaxation and trust lies in this profound understanding. There is nothing to change but your assumptions about yourself and your world. When you change your assumptions, when you change what you believe to be true about yourself and your world, the outer picture must change to conform to your new assumption. Let me give you a practical technique for maintaining this relaxed state of trust. Throughout your day, whenever you notice yourself becoming tense or worried, pause and ask yourself, what am I imagining right now? You'll find that your tension and worry are always connected to negative imagining. Then, consciously choose to imagine something better. Remember, you are not trying to change the outer world directly. You are changing your inner assumption, and the outer world must follow. This, my dear friends, is the secret of relaxation and trust. It's not about making things happen. It's about assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and allowing the law to operate in its own perfect way and time. Before we conclude tonight's lecture, let me remind you of these essential truths. You are God individualized as you. Your imagination creates reality. What you assume to be true will harden into fact. The outer world must conform to your inner assumptions. Relaxation and trust are natural when you understand these truths. Go forth tonight and test this law. Choose something you desire to experience. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Feel the naturalness of having what you want. Then relax and trust that what you have assumed must manifest. Let me share with you another personal experience that illustrates this principle beautifully. Many years ago, when I was in Barbados, I met a man who was constantly worried about his business. He would come to me day after day, his face lined with concern, telling me about all the things that could go wrong. I said to him, "My friend, do you know what you are doing? You are imagining the very things you fear, and therefore bringing them into your experience." I taught him what I'm teaching you tonight, that relaxation comes from the complete acceptance of your own wonderful human imagination as God. I told him, instead of imagining failure, why not imagine success? Instead of feeling tension about your business, why not feel the satisfaction of a thriving enterprise? You see, my dear wonderful friends, the secret lies in this. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is the secret of creation. When you trust your imagination completely, when you relax into the consciousness of your desire fulfilled, you are exercising your divine creative power. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. This is not merely a poetic passage from Scripture. It is a profound spiritual truth. The lily doesn't struggle to become a lily. It doesn't strive or worry. It simply unfolds according to its nature. You too must learn to unfold naturally into your desires. This is what true relaxation means. It means knowing with absolute conviction that what you have assumed in your imagination must objectify itself in your world. Let me give you another technique that I have found particularly powerful. I call it the state akin to sleep. Find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and allow your body to relax completely. Now, in this state of physical relaxation, begin to feel yourself into the scene that would imply your desire is already fulfilled. For instance, if you desire a loving relationship, feel yourself being embraced by your perfect partner. Feel the warmth of their love. Feel the joy of sharing your life with someone who adores you. Make it real in your imagination. Feel it until it feels natural. Remember, my dear friends, you are not trying to make something happen in the future. You are acknowledging what is already true in the eternal now of imagination. This is why trust is so essential. You must trust that what you have imagined is already done. Let me share with you a letter received from a lady in San Francisco. She had been struggling with chronic illness for years. After attending my lectures, she began to apply this principle of relaxation and trust. Instead of fighting against her condition, she would spend time each day feeling the naturalness of perfect health. She wrote to me, "Neville, I finally understand what you mean by living in the end. I no longer pray for health. I live from the assumption of being healthy. I no longer beg God for healing. I accept that I am already whole and perfect in my imagination." Within months, her health transformed completely. The doctors were amazed, but she understood the law at work. You see, my dear friends, this is the pattern shown on the mount. This is how creation works. Now, let me address something that many of you struggle with, the time gap between your imaginal act and its physical manifestation. Remember this. Time is not a factor in the fulfillment of your desire. The only time that matters is how long it takes you to feel natural in the state of your wish fulfilled. When you truly relax and trust, you don't concern yourself with when or how. You simply live in the end, knowing that the bridge of incidents will form itself. Your only responsibility is to remain faithful to your imaginal act. Think about this. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the laws of nature to bring forth your harvest. The same principle applies to your imaginal acts. Once you have planted the seed in your imagination, trust that it must grow. Let me share another technique I call revision. At the end of each day, before you sleep, review the events that didn't go as you would have liked. In your imagination, revise them. See them happening the way you would have preferred. Feel the satisfaction of these revised events. This practice accomplishes two things. First, it prevents unwanted seeds from taking root in your consciousness. Second, it strengthens your ability to consciously create your reality. Remember, my dear friends, the universe is infinitely responsive to your consciousness. It must be, for the universe is nothing more than your own wonderful human imagination pushed out. When you truly understand this, relaxation and trust become your natural state. I want to share with you a profound truth that many miss. The state of relaxation and trust is not something you achieve, it is something you allow. It is your natural state when you recognize your true identity as God individualized. Consider this: does God worry about how things will work out? Does God struggle to make things happen? Of course not. God simply speaks the word, knowing it must be fulfilled. And you, being God individualized, have the same creative power. Let me give you another exercise to deepen your understanding of this truth. Throughout your day, whenever you say "I am," pause and remember that you are speaking the name of God. Feel the power of this awareness. Feel the absoluteness of it. When you say "I am wealthy," you are not making a statement about your current bank balance. You are declaring the truth about your being in the realm of imagination, which is the only reality. My dear friends, the secret of relaxation and trust lies in this complete acceptance of your own divine nature. When you truly know that you are the operant power, all anxiety falls away naturally. Think of it this way: the sun doesn't worry about whether it will shine tomorrow. It simply shines because that is its nature. In the same way, when you accept your divine nature, creation becomes effortless. You create because that is your nature. Let me share one more personal experience. Years ago, when I desired to travel and lecture across the country, I didn't worry about how it would happen. I didn't make endless plans and strategies. Instead, I would lie in my bed at night and feel the satisfaction of speaking to packed auditoriums. I would feel the joy of sharing these truths with eager listeners. I remained faithful to this imaginal act, trusting that the law must work. And here I stand before you tonight, living proof that what you imagine with feeling must objectify itself in your world. Remember this: the outer world is a shadow, a reflection of your inner assumptions. When you change your assumptions, when you change what you believe to be true, the outer world must change to reflect your new consciousness. This is why relaxation is so crucial. When you truly relax, you stop trying to make things happen in the outer world. Instead, you focus on maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled in your imagination, knowing that the outer world must conform to your inner assumption. Trust, my dear friends, is not about believing in an external power. Trust is the absolute knowing that your imagination creates reality. It is the conviction that what you have assumed in your imagination must manifest in your physical world. As we conclude tonight's lecture, I want you to take this truth home with you. You are not a helpless being at the mercy of external circumstances. You are God Himself individualized as you, with all the creative power that implies. Tonight, when you return to your homes, choose something you desire to experience. It can be something small or something significant. Then, as you prepare for sleep, assume the feeling that would be yours if your desire were already fulfilled. Fall asleep in this consciousness. Trust that while you sleep, the law is working to bring about the circumstances necessary for the fulfillment of your desire. For remember, man's eyes are blind to the reality of a thing until imagination has brought it into focus. Go now in peace, knowing that you are the author of your own story. Relax into your divine nature and trust in the perfect operation of the law, for this is the truth that sets you free. Remember, the world is yourself pushed out. Therefore, relax completely into the consciousness of your wish fulfilled and watch as your world transforms to match your inner assumption. Thank you and good night. You are standing on the edge of something magnificent, something that is already unfolding in your life. Every desire you've held in your heart, every dream you've whispered in your quiet moments, is moving toward you with precision. The universe does not withhold from you, it only responds to what you believe, what you are truly feeling in the depths of your being. Good things are not coming because you have to wait for them. Good things are already here. They are a part of the world around you, and they are already yours. The moment you accept that you are deserving of all the blessings life has to offer, the doors open. The truth is, you have already set the intention, and now it is simply a matter of you aligning with that truth, claiming it, and walking confidently in that knowing. Your thoughts shape your world. Every thought you think is a seed, planted in the fertile soil of your mind, ready to grow into something beautiful. If you have been dwelling in fear, doubt, or worry, you may have been planting weeds, but know this: you can replace those weeds with seeds of gratitude, joy, and anticipation. When you focus on the good things that are already on their way, you begin to see more of them in your life. Do not doubt for one moment that you are worthy of what you desire. You are a divine creation, a perfect expression of life, and everything you desire is already within your reach. It is not about earning what is coming to you, it is about recognizing that you are the creator of your experience. You are worthy not because of what you do, but because of who you are. As you feel the presence of your desires, as you begin to believe that everything you have dreamed of is on its way, you will notice the shift. Your reality begins to conform to your inner state of mind. The changes that seem like miracles are simply the result of you coming into alignment with your truest self, your highest potential. Know this: every setback, every challenge, every moment of struggle was simply leading you to a place where you could recognize that the good things you've been waiting for are already within you, and now they are ready to manifest in your life. You deserve these blessings not because you are perfect, but because you are perfectly capable of experiencing the fullness of life. The key is to feel the gratitude for the blessings as if they have already arrived. As you walk through life, think not of what you lack, but of what you lack, but of what you already have, because you have everything you need to live the life you desire. When you live in gratitude, you magnify the good. And as you magnify the good, it multiplies in your life. Good things are already here, and they are only waiting for you to accept them fully. You have planted the seeds of your dreams, and now you must simply allow the harvest to come forth. As you continue to hold on to the truth that you deserve these blessings, the good things you have been waiting for will naturally begin to unfold. The key to bringing these good things into your life lies in your understanding of your own power. The power of your mind, the power of your belief, the power of your belief, the power of your imagination. Many people look outside themselves for the cause of their circumstances, but the truth is, everything that happens to you begins with you. It begins with your thoughts. The images you create in your mind, the feelings you allow to settle in your heart, and the words you speak form the foundation for everything you experience. It's time for you to recognize that you are the one who holds the key to your life. The world is not working against you, but with you. And as you align with the energy of what you want, good health, financial freedom, loving relationships, fulfillment of your dreams, you begin to see the world responding accordingly. The moment you decide with certainty that good things are coming, you activate the law of attraction, and the universe begins to rearrange itself to match that belief. When you dwell on the goodness of life, when you feel the excitement of all that you are becoming, the universe meets you with equal enthusiasm. It is a law of nature, a law of creation. As above, so below. As within, so without. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the very forces that shape your reality. You must stop doubting the process. Good things are coming because you are the one who is drawing them near. Take a moment to think about the desires you hold close to your heart. Perhaps you've been waiting for the perfect opportunity, the right person, the ideal circumstances. Know this: you are not waiting for them. They are waiting for you to step into the fullness of your being, to embrace your worthiness, and to accept that the time has come. You have already prepared the ground, and now it's time for you to harvest what is yours. Your dreams are not far away. They are not locked in some distant future.
They are unfolding now in the present moment. The moment you believe in them, they begin to take shape in your life. What you have asked for is on its way, and you must understand that this is not a matter of time. It is a matter of alignment. The good things that you deserve are already in the process of manifesting, and your job is simply to align with the feeling of having them. Stop focusing on how the universe knows how to deliver what you've asked for, even if you don't see the path clearly. The moment you let go of the need to control every detail, you make room for the miraculous to unfold. Trust that the perfect plan is already in motion, even if you can't yet see the full picture. You don't need to know the exact steps, it's enough to trust that your desires are being delivered to you in the most perfect way. Imagine yourself already living in the fullness of your desires. See yourself in that ideal place. Feel the joy of having what you want. Taste the success, hear the laughter, experience the peace. That is the secret, to feel it as if it is already yours. Every time you feel the excitement of your desires, you reinforce the belief that they are on their way. The more you feel gratitude for what is coming, the more quickly it appears. Your emotions are the magnet, pulling the things you want into your life. And yet, there are many who still struggle with doubt. They question whether they are truly deserving, or they worry that they have been overlooked. But you are never forgotten. You are never excluded from the abundance of the universe. You are a divine being made in the image of all that is good. And because you are one with this source of creation, everything that is good is available to you. The only thing standing between you and your desires is the belief that they are already yours. It's not about waiting for permission. It's about claiming what is already yours. In moments of doubt, remind yourself that the universe does not make mistakes. The good things that are coming to you are meant for you. They are part of your birthright. Every challenge you faced has been preparing you for the life you are about to step into. Every hardship, every obstacle, every moment of uncertainty was only setting the stage for the blessings that are now about to overflow in your life. It's time to let go of the past. The past has no power over you unless you allow it to. You are not defined by your previous failures, disappointments, or losses. You are defined by your present thoughts, your current beliefs, and your ability to choose. The past is behind you, and it cannot stop the good things that are coming. Every new day offers a fresh opportunity to step into your greatness. The good things are coming because you have made the decision that they will. When you fully embrace this truth, something miraculous happens. The moment you step into the knowing that the good things are already on their way, your world begins to shift. You start seeing signs, synchronicities, opportunities that were previously hidden from you. Things that once seemed impossible now appear within reach. It's as if the universe is revealing itself to you, showing you the way forward, guiding you to your next step. This is the magic of belief in action. But there is one thing you must understand. It's not about the outer world changing first. It's about you changing first. When you begin to truly believe that good things are coming to you, your vibration shifts. You radiate a new energy, one that is aligned with your desires. And as you align with this energy, the world around you begins to shift as well. It's as though you are stepping into a new version of reality, one that is filled with abundance, joy, and possibility. And the more you believe, the more you trust, the more you allow yourself to feel the excitement of what is to come, the faster these good things will manifest. Your world will respond to your faith in the same way that a mirror reflects your image. Your life is a reflection of your beliefs. So believe with every fiber of your being that the good things are coming. They are already here, ready to embrace you. All you need to do is open your heart and mind to receive them. As you continue to believe, as you continue to feel the joy of your desires, you will notice the subtle but powerful changes in your life. Doors that were once closed will open. People who were once distant will draw near. And opportunities that seemed far off will be delivered to you. This is not magic. This is the natural law of creation. What you focus on expands. And the good things you are focusing on are already on their way. When you truly understand this, you will live your life differently. You will no longer wait for something outside of yourself to change before you feel good. You will create your own reality from within. You will understand that your desires are not far off in the future, but are already here, unfolding in perfect timing. And when you live from this place of knowing, you will find that good things not only come to you, they come in abundance. They flow into your life with ease and grace, because you have opened the door and allowed them to enter. You are worthy of every good thing that is coming your way. You are deserving of the success, the love, the peace, and the joy that you seek. And as you fully embrace this truth, as you begin to feel the excitement of your desires already fulfilled, you will see your life transform in ways you never imagined. The good things are coming, and when you truly believe it, they are already here. As you continue on this journey, remember that your thoughts and feelings are powerful. The universe is always listening to your inner dialogue, to the vibrations that you emit. It's not just about what you say outwardly, but about what you feel inwardly. Your inner world creates your outer world. If you feel unworthy, unsure, or anxious, you will attract experiences that mirror those feelings. But when you embrace the feeling of gratitude, trust, and anticipation, the universe begins to align itself to bring those very experiences into your life. Do you understand that the things you desire are already in motion, even before you see the evidence of them in the physical world? This is a truth that you must claim and live by. It's not about waiting for the world to change first, it's about changing yourself, adjusting your mindset, and stepping fully into the knowing that what you desire is already yours. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel contributes to the manifestation process. When you believe you deserve good things, they begin to appear in your life in ways that are almost miraculous. There will be times, of course, when doubt creeps in, when you may wonder if you are really deserving of the good that's coming your way. But it's in those moments that you must remind yourself that you are worthy. Worthy not because of your past actions, not because of any external factors, but because you are an expression of life itself. You are part of the divine flow of creation, and as such, the good things are naturally attracted to you. It's your birthright to experience joy, success, and abundance. There is no need to compete with anyone else for your blessings. Your path is uniquely yours, and it is already paved with everything you need. There are no limits to what you can experience, only the limits you place on your own beliefs. The good things that are coming to you are not determined by how hard you work or how much you suffer. They are determined by the energy you put out into the world, the belief you hold about what you deserve, and your ability to receive. You might be tempted to look around and compare yourself to others. It's a natural tendency, but it's also one that blocks your progress. When you compare, you place yourself in a state of lack, believing that what others have is somehow separate from what you are capable of having. But the truth is, there is no limit to the abundance in this world. There is more than enough for everyone. When you see someone else's success, celebrate it. When you see someone else living their dream life, allow it to serve as proof that it's possible for you too. The good things that are coming to you are in no way diminished by the good things coming to others. As you open your heart to the idea that good things are not only possible but guaranteed, your world begins to reflect that belief. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You begin to feel the doors opening for you, one after another, and you step into them with confidence. You will no longer feel like a passive observer in your life. You will realize that you are the creator, the designer of your reality. You hold the power to shape your world with the thoughts you choose to think and the feelings you choose to embody. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. Good things are coming not because you have to earn them, but because you are a part of a divine plan that is always working in your favor. There is no need to rush, no need to force things into being. The law of attraction is always at work, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The more you trust this, the faster your desires will manifest. In the moments of waiting, use that time wisely. Don't sit in impatience or worry. Instead, focus on your feelings. Feel the joy of having what you desire right now. Feel the excitement, the peace, the fulfillment. Feel the gratitude in advance. It is in this state of gratitude that the floodgates of abundance open. The more you appreciate what you already have, the more you attract into your life. This is not just about having material things, it's about embracing the feeling of having your desires fulfilled. That is the true secret. The good things are already on their way, but they are waiting for you to align with them. They are waiting for you to feel them now, in the present moment. As you continue to live with the awareness that good things are coming to you, you will notice your energy shift. You will no longer feel like you are fighting against the current of life. You will feel as though you are being carried by it in perfect harmony with the universe. The universe is never against you. It is always working with you, responding to the vibrations you send out. When you send out the vibrations of abundance, success, and love, that is what you will receive in return. Believe that your dreams are already unfolding. Believe that the relationships you desire are already on their way. Believe that the financial abundance you seek is already being drawn to you. Believe that your health is already being restored, that your mind is already at peace, and that your life is already filled with joy. These are not distant promises. They are here now in the present moment, and all you need to do is claim them. When you can embrace the truth that good things are already yours, your life becomes a reflection of that truth. You begin to see evidence of it everywhere you look. You no longer feel like you are striving to reach something unattainable. Instead, you feel as though you are living in a state of fulfillment, knowing that everything you desire is already on its way. The moment you fully accept that, you will notice the changes in your external world. The circumstances, the people, the events, they will all begin to align with the new vibration you are holding. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The good things that are coming to you are already on their way, and all you need to do is open yourself to them. Open your heart, open your mind, and open your life to the abundance that is already there. As you do, you will begin to notice the miraculous unfolding of your desires in ways you never imagined possible. You will see that life is not working against you, but in perfect cooperation with you. You are worthy of every good thing that is coming. Your desires are valid, your dreams are possible, and the life you have envisioned for yourself is already being prepared for you. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs have already set the stage for the good things to flow into your life. Now it's simply a matter of allowing them to arrive, of being open to the miracles that are already on their way. When you understand this, life becomes effortless. The good things are not something you are waiting for, they are a natural part of the flow of life. And as you step into this truth, you will find that the universe meets you with open arms, ready to deliver everything you have ever desired. The good things are coming, and as you live in the certainty of that truth, they are already here. There is no need to wait for external validation or for someone else to tell you that you deserve what is coming your way. Your worth is inherent, not contingent upon the approval of others or external circumstances. You have been created to thrive, to receive, and to experience all the good that life has to offer. The world responds to your belief in your own worth. When you step into the certainty of your deservingness, the universe will respond in kind. The doors you once thought were closed will open before you, and opportunities will align with your desires. It's important to understand that you are not separate from the abundance of the universe. You are a part of it. You are a living expression of the infinite potential that exists. Everything that has ever been created, every success, every great achievement, every beautiful thing in the world is a manifestation of that same universal energy. And just as these things exist, so too does everything you desire. It is waiting for you, ready to flow into your life the moment you allow it to. The good things you are waiting for are not out of your reach, nor are they dependent on someone else's generosity. They are already yours, just waiting for your awareness to align with them. You must come to understand that everything in your life is a reflection of the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the energy you emit. If you continue to hold the belief that good things are not meant for you, or that you must struggle to achieve them, you will continue to create that reality. But when you change your mindset and believe that good things are your birthright, you will begin to witness a shift in your experiences. Remember, the mind is a powerful creator. It is not only capable of visualizing your desires, but it is also the mechanism through which your desires are brought into physical reality. When you begin to imagine, to feel, and to believe that the good things you desire are already yours, your mind starts to work in harmony with the universe to bring them to you. The good things that are coming are not dependent on a specific timeline, they are dependent on your alignment with them. The more you align your thoughts and emotions with the feeling of having your desires already fulfilled, the quicker they will manifest in your reality. There is no reason to be in a state of lack, no reason to doubt, no reason to fear that you won't receive the good things that are coming your way. They are already on their way. In fact, they are already here, just waiting for you to step into the awareness of their arrival. It is not a matter of when they will come, it is a matter of when you will allow them to come. The universe is always delivering what you have asked for, but it is up to you to receive it. And receiving begins with the belief that you are deserving of it. One of the most powerful things you can do is to embrace the feeling of anticipation, the feeling of joy, and the feeling of gratitude for what is already yours. If you feel as though you are lacking, you will continue to manifest more of the same. But if you feel abundant, joyful, and grateful for the good things that are already on their way, you will open the floodgates to receive them. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to abundance. The more you appreciate the blessings that are already in your life, the more the universe will deliver. But in order to truly receive, you must also be willing to let go of the past. The past holds no power over you unless you allow it to. If you continue to carry old wounds, old beliefs, and old limitations, you are blocking the good things that are coming. You must let go of anything that no longer serves you and create space for the new. This does not mean forgetting the lessons of the past, it means releasing the emotional attachments that keep you stuck in a state of lack. When you release the old, you make room for the new to enter, and the good things you desire will begin to manifest effortlessly. Let go of any negative beliefs about yourself. Let go of the idea that you are not good enough or that you must earn your way to the good things you desire. These beliefs are not truths, they are merely thoughts that have been held for too long. When you begin to affirm your worth, to acknowledge your divine right to receive, the universe begins to reflect this belief in the form of blessings, opportunities, and abundance. The truth is, there is no lack in the universe. The only lack that exists is the lack of awareness. When you shift your awareness from the belief in lack to the belief in abundance, you will see that the good things you desire are already here, and that they are waiting for you to recognize them. They have always been here, they are a natural part of the flow of life, and they are drawn to you through your alignment with them. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that good things happen only to other people, or that they are reserved for those who are more deserving. But this is simply not true. You are just as deserving of abundance, success, and happiness as anyone else. The only thing that separates you from what you desire is the belief that you are unworthy of it. When you release that belief and step into the awareness of your inherent worth, you will begin to see the good things flow into your life as effortlessly as the air you breathe. The good things are not something that you must chase. They are not something that you must struggle for. They are something that will naturally come to you when you align yourself with them. This alignment begins with your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. It begins with the understanding that everything you desire is already yours. And when you embrace that truth, when you step into the certainty that the good things you desire are already on their way, you will witness the miraculous unfolding of your dreams. The good things that are coming to you are not dependent on circumstances, timing, or external conditions. They are dependent on your inner state of being. When you feel that you deserve good things, when you believe that you are worthy of receiving them, they will begin to manifest in your life. Your beliefs are the key to unlocking the door to abundance. As you change your beliefs, your reality will change. You must understand that you are always in the process of creation. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every feeling you feel is contributing to the creation of your reality. The good things you are waiting for are already in motion, being drawn to you by the energy you are emitting. When you change your energy, you change your reality. When you align your thoughts with the truth of your worth and your deservingness, you will begin to see the good things flow into your life in ways that feel almost magical. The good things are already here. They have always been here. And the moment you step into the full awareness of your worth, the moment you accept that you deserve the best that life has to offer, they will reveal themselves to you in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. There is no waiting, no struggle, no effort required. The good things are on their way, and they are yours. All you need to do is open yourself to receive them. You may find it hard to believe sometimes, especially when circumstances appear to suggest otherwise, but you must remember that reality is not fixed. It is malleable, and it responds to the vibration you are offering. The good things that are coming to you are not simply by chance or luck, they are a result of your inner transformation. The energy you emit is what attracts everything that you experience in life, and when you shift your thoughts to align with abundance, you begin to attract that which you desire. Look within yourself and truly feel the truth of your worth. You are not defined by your past, nor by the opinions of others. You are an individual expression of divine energy, and as such you have an unending right to experience all the good the world has to offer. There is no one who can limit you but yourself. The good things that are destined for you are drawn to your energy, and as you begin to recognize your worth, you allow them to manifest effortlessly. Your desires are not out of reach. In fact, they are already here, waiting for you to step into the belief that they are yours. This is where true power lies, understanding that you do not need to chase after what you desire. Everything you need is already within you, and it will unfold naturally when you allow it to. The moment you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, the doors will open. The good things you've been waiting for are not elusive or distant, they are already on their way, and they will arrive in perfect timing. You are the creator of your reality. Everything in your life, whether good or bad, is a reflection of your inner state. The good things that are coming are the result of your belief in your ability to receive them. If you can hold the thought that you are deserving of everything you desire, you will begin to notice that the world around you shifts. Opportunities will appear, relationships will transform, and you will begin to experience a flow of blessings that you never thought possible. It is important to remember that the universe does not operate according to time or logic. It operates according to the vibrational frequency that you set. If you think of your desires as being far off in the future, you will continue to experience the feeling of waiting. But if you think of your desires as being present right here, right now, they will begin to show up in your life. It's a simple shift in awareness, but one that can completely change the course of your reality. The good things you are waiting for are already here. They are not coming from the outside. They are simply waiting for you to recognize them and allow them in. Stop telling yourself that you need to wait. Stop telling yourself that you are not yet worthy of the good things that are coming your way. These are limiting beliefs that are preventing you from stepping into the flow of abundance. You are worthy, you are deserving, and when you truly understand that, the floodgates will open. You will begin to attract everything you desire, not by force or effort, but by simply allowing it to come. Your mind is the key to unlocking your desires. The moment you start thinking in terms of abundance, the universe responds. Everything is energy, and when you align your energy with your desires, your life becomes a reflection of that alignment. You do not need to struggle or strive for what you want. All that is required of you is to align your inner world with your outer desires. When your inner state reflects the belief that you are worthy and deserving, the outer world will mirror that belief with tangible manifestations. The good things that are coming to you are not a reward for your hard work or sacrifice. They are simply a natural outcome of your alignment with the abundant energy of the universe. You do not need to earn your worth, they are already yours by divine right. Your desires are a reflection of your inner truth, and when you allow yourself to believe that they are coming, they will manifest effortlessly. Each moment you spend in anticipation of your desires, each moment you spend in gratitude for what you know is already yours, brings you closer to the manifestation of those desires. Your emotions are the language of the universe. When you feel joy, you attract more joy. When you feel gratitude, you attract more reasons to be grateful. And when you feel deserving of good things, you attract more of the good things you desire. It's a simple but powerful process. Feel the feelings of already having what you desire, and the universe will respond by delivering it to you. The good things you desire are not reserved for a select few. They are available to everyone, and they are available to you. The only requirement is that you believe you deserve them. When you release the thought that others are more deserving or that you are somehow less worthy, you free yourself to receive the abundance that is already on its way. You were born to thrive, to live in joy, and to experience all the beauty the world has to offer. The good things you desire are a natural extension of your divine right to live in harmony with the universe. Do not let the past define you. Do not let the past mistakes or failures make you believe that good things are not meant for you. You are not your past. You are a limitless being capable of creating the life you desire. The good things you have been waiting for are not being delayed. They are simply waiting for you to step into the awareness that they are already here. When you truly understand that you deserve good things, the floodgates open. Your life begins to transform in ways you could never have imagined. The universe does not work based on time or effort. It works based on the energy you emit. The moment you shift your energy to one of expectation, belief, and gratitude, you will begin to notice the good things flowing into your life with ease. You do not need to chase after what is meant for you. What is meant for you will find its way to you. All you need to do is create the inner conditions that will allow it to enter. The good things you desire are not far off in the distance. They are already yours, waiting for you to step into the belief that you deserve them. The moment you recognize your worth and embrace the truth of your deservingness, the universe will deliver them to you. You are deserving, you are worthy, and the good things that are coming are already on their way. Trust that they will arrive at the perfect time, and know that they are yours to receive. All you have to do is open yourself to them. Believe in your worth, believe in your deservingness, and the good things will flow into your life with ease and grace. The good things you seek are closer than you think. They have always been close, waiting for you to tune into the vibration of their existence. You must recognize that the key to unlocking these blessings lies within you. The universe is constantly responding to the energy you put out, and it is drawn to the frequency of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. When you change your inner world, the outer world will inevitably shift to reflect that change. The good things you desire are already yours, but you must first believe it. You must feel it in every fiber of your being. When you begin to cultivate a sense of deservingness within yourself, your life will begin to mirror that belief. If you constantly think that you are not worthy of the good things that are coming, you are creating resistance, and the universe cannot bring those blessings into your life. But when you know deep within that you deserve everything that is good and abundant, the floodgates will open. The good things are not waiting for you to work harder, to sacrifice more, or to be more perfect. They are simply waiting for you to align with the belief that you are worthy and deserving of them.